Share with us the place that holds your gaze, and let your city flow in the comments below. On a seemingly ordinary Tuesday morning, Rachel sat at her office desk, her gaze lost in the depths of her computer screen. The gentle glow of the lights above whispered of the unchanging rhythm her existence had settled into. She had been nurturing her own marketing firm for 5 years, and while she cherished her achievements, an unshakable sense of longing lingered within her. Her partner, Samuel, was the passion of her existence. They had shared nearly a decade of union, and their connection had once been alive with passion and filled with thrill. Yet, as time flowed by, the flame they once ignited had faded, leaving her with a sense of solitude and estrangement. Their paths seldom intertwined, and their exchanges frequently danced around ordinary subjects such as expenses and daily tasks. As she savored her coffee, her eyes wandered to the entrance. That's when Liam stepped inside, her new colleague. He was in his late 20s, recently graduated from a renowned university, radiating a captivating energy that attracted others effortlessly. Since he became part of the team a few months back, Rachel had been captivated by his dedication and imaginative spirit. Yet there was an undeniable allure, a quality in his smile that sent her heart into a fervent flutter. In the weeks that followed, Rachel felt an undeniable pull towards Liam. They frequently stayed late in each other's company, exchanging thoughts and enjoying moments of joy in the soft glow of the office. He was deeply devoted to his craft, and his enthusiasm was infectious. In those moments, she felt vibrant, as if the burden of her duties had vanished, if only for a fleeting time. One evening, as they explored a marketing campaign, Liam shared a playful remark that had Rachel laughing more deeply than she had in years. Their gazes intertwined, and for a fleeting instant, everything else vanished into the background. Rachel sensed a delicate stirring in her heart, an emotion she hadn't encountered in ages. It was thrilling, yet daunting. "My dear Rachel, may I inquire about something?" Liam spoke, his voice taking on a weighty intensity. "Certainly," she responded, attempting to calm her fluttering heart. "Do you ever sense that we are merely drifting through the rhythms of existence? As if there are deeper connections waiting for us?" he inquired, his eyes filled with deep sincerity. Rachel hesitated, her heart fluttering at his inquiry. "Indeed, I do. At times, a sense of being ensnared envelopes me," she confessed, taken aback by her own vulnerability. Liam nodded, a glimmer of connection illuminating his expression. "I believe it's essential to pursue what brings us joy. Life is fleeting, isn't it?" In that moment, Rachel understood the depth of her longing for the bond and fervor Liam described. It was a thrilling notion, but it remained in her thoughts long after he departed for the evening. As weeks transformed into months, the connection between Rachel and Liam grew more profound. They exchanged intimate tales, aspirations, and vulnerabilities. Rachel opened her heart to him about the challenges in her marriage, and he absorbed her words, providing comfort and empathy. One enchanting evening, after a week filled with tension, Rachel and Liam chose to indulge in a drink at a cozy bar nearby. It was meant to be a relaxed escape, a chance to let go after a long day. As the evening unfolded, the dialogue danced seamlessly, and the ambience grew thick with unexpressed intensity. "Rachel, you possess a remarkable essence." Liam expressed his admiration for her relentless effort and unwavering commitment, his eyes deeply connecting with hers. "Thank you, my dear Liam. That holds significant meaning coming from you," she responded, feeling a gentle warmth envelop her. Before she realized it, they were nestled closer, their knees nearly brushing against one another. The atmosphere was vibrant with joy and conversation, yet in that instant, it seemed as though they were the sole souls in existence. "May I share my true feelings with you?" Liam inquired, his voice a soft murmur. "Certainly," she whispered, her heart racing within her. "I've discovered a deep connection with you, and I can no longer push it aside," he revealed, his gaze seeking hers for a response. Rachel's breath hitched softly in her throat. She experienced a whirlwind of feelings, a blend of thrill, trepidation, and remorse intertwining within her. "Liam, I find myself at a loss for words, she murmured, her thoughts swirling in a tempest. I understand your commitment, and I honor that, but I can't act as if this doesn't hold significance for me, he said, his gaze sincere. The revelation lingered in the atmosphere, and Rachel sensed her heart being pulled in opposing ways. On one hand, she felt an irresistible pull towards Liam, a connection that had eluded her for far too long. In contrast, she was united with Samuel, her companion, her trusted ally. As she drove home that night, Rachel's mind swirled with a cascade of emotions. She cherished Samuel, yet the bond she experienced with Liam was utterly captivating. As time passed, she discovered it became more challenging to concentrate on her tasks. Liam's revelation lingered in her thoughts, and their exchanges became infused with an unexpressed intensity. At home, Samuel remained unaware of the turmoil within her heart. He remained the caring partner he had always been, yet Rachel sensed an increasing gap between them. Their exchanges had turned shallow, and she longed for the profound bond they once experienced. One evening, as they sat on the couch watching a film, Samuel gently took her hand. "You've appeared somewhat removed recently. Is all well with you?" he inquired, worry reflected in his expression. "Yes, I'm well," she responded, managing a smile. Yet within her, a tension coiled tightly in her core. How could she articulate the storm within her without inflicting further hurt? Weeks flowed by, and Rachel's emotions for Liam deepened profoundly. They caught themselves exchanging lingering looks across the room during meetings, their connection unmistakable. One evening, as they toiled into the night, the atmosphere was charged with unspoken feelings. "My dear Rachel, may we share a moment of conversation?" Liam murmured, his voice soft, drawing her away from her reverie. "Of course," she responded, her pulse quickening as they entered the serene break room. "I can't shake the thoughts of our conversation from the other night," he began, his expression earnest. "I understand this is intricate, but I desire to delve into this bond, in the space that connects us." Her heart raced as she gazed into his eyes, a blend of thrill and trepidation flowing within her. "Liam, I'm not sure that's the best choice." "I'm committed," she whispered, her voice trembling. "I feel you, yet what we share is genuine. I can sense it deeply," he urged, drawing nearer. Before she could reply, he drew closer and pressed his lips softly against hers. The instant their lips connected, a wave of feelings enveloped her being. Longing, remorse, uncertainty. She kissed him back, her thoughts swirling as she surrendered to the experience. This was what she had longed for, what she had been yearning for in her existence. Yet, as they drifted apart, the weight of reality enveloped them once more. What had she just experienced? The days after the kiss were steeped in emotional upheaval. Rachel was enveloped in remorse, yet the allure of her bond with Liam was exhilarating. She understood she had ventured into uncharted territory, yet the connection they shared was impossible to ignore. They carried on with their collaboration, yet an undeniable electricity lingered between them. Within the confines of her sanctuary, Rachel sensed the heaviness of her choices enveloping her. Samuel remained delightfully oblivious to the storm of emotions swirling inside her. He remained the devoted partner she had always cherished, yet the weight of remorse lingered in her heart. One evening, as they gathered for dinner, Rachel felt an unsettling sensation stirring within her. Samuel spoke of his day, weaving tales and joy, yet she sensed a disconnection, as if she were merely a shadow in her own existence. "Are you feeling all right, my dear? You appear to be somewhat distant," Samuel remarked, a hint of worry threading through his tone. "I'm all right, truly," she responded, managing a smile, yet within her heart, she understood she was far from all right. Just when Rachel believed the situation couldn't become any more intricate, Liam drew near to her at work one afternoon. "We must converse," he murmured, his gaze intense. "About what?" she inquired, her heart fluttering. "I've been reflecting on our connection. I can no longer act as if there is no connection between us," he said, his voice calm. "Liam, this goes beyond just you and me. I share my life with a partner. She responded, her heart heavy. I can't simply turn my back on my marriage. I comprehend, yet I cannot dismiss the emotions I have for you. I long to be by your side, Rachel, he admitted, his eyes locked onto hers. Caught in a web of devotion to Samuel and her irresistible attraction to Liam, Rachel sensed a profound conflict within her. I feel lost, she confessed, her voice quivering with emotion. Simply ponder it. My feelings for you run deep, and I sense that we have the potential for something extraordinary, Liam expressed, taking a step back to allow her some room. As she observed him depart, Rachel experienced a surge of feelings, trepidation, exhilaration, and uncertainty. She understood that a decision was necessary, yet the implications were more profound than ever before. The days that followed were steeped in ambiguity. Rachel lay awake through the night, her thoughts swirling with memories of Liam and Samuel. The embrace had transformed everything, and now she felt ensnared between two realms. Each morning, she compelled herself to wear a confident smile to carry on with her day, yet within her, a tempest of swirling feelings raged. At work, the ambience with Liam was electric. They shared secretive looks during gatherings, their connection undeniable. Yet, whenever Rachel gazed at him, memories of the life she had crafted with Samuel flooded her mind, a life that now seemed delicate and uncertain. One evening, as she sat in her office lost in thought about her next step, the gravity of her decisions enveloped her. She understood that she must face her emotions directly. She reached for her phone and sent a message to Liam, "Can we connect tonight?" When Liam responded with a soft yes, a wave of excitement surged within her. This was the moment. She needed to discover her deepest desires. That evening, Rachel encountered Liam at a hidden cafe, the soft lighting fostering a close and personal ambience. She experienced a blend of thrill and apprehension as she stepped inside. Liam was already present, his demeanor intense. As she sat across from him, the atmosphere became charged with unexpressed emotions. "Thank you for being here," Liam expressed, his voice calm and inviting. "I've been reflecting on our most recent exchange." "Me too," Rachel responded, her heart fluttering. "I must share my truth about the experiences unfolding in my life. I have a partner who cherishes me, and I cannot simply let that go. I comprehend that, yet I cannot suppress the emotions I have for you," he murmured, inclining closer. "What we share is genuine, Rachel. It resonates within you as well." "Text I do," she confessed, her voice soft and intimate. "Yet I cannot simply turn my back on my union. Samuel has committed no offense. He is worthy of so much more than this." Liam's gaze became tender. "I understand. But what about your desires? What is it that you desire?" Rachel inhaled deeply, her thoughts swirling with intensity. "I long to experience vitality once more. I desire the thrill and intensity we share. Yet, I also wish to avoid causing Samuel any pain." "I'm utterly bewildered," she whispered, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. Liam extended his arm across the table, gently grasping her hand. "There's no rush to make a choice at this moment. Simply understand that my presence is devoted to you." His caress sent a delightful tremor through her, awakening a passion she had believed was long gone. Yet, as she gazed into his eyes, she sensed the possibility of deep sorrow, not only for herself, but for Samuel too. After their encounter, Rachel returned home, her feelings swirling. Samuel was watching TV in the living room, completely oblivious to the storm brewing within her. A wave of remorse washed over her as she settled beside him on the couch. They embraced a tranquil stillness, yet Rachel sensed an unfamiliarity within her own sanctuary. "Hey, how did your day unfold?" Samuel inquired, casting a sidelong glance. "It was pleasant, just quite hectic," she responded, managing a smile. Within her, there lingered a deep, unsettling feeling of betrayal. "Would you like to share an experience together?" he inquired, his gaze igniting with passion. "Of course, that sounds lovely," she murmured, yet her thoughts wandered to distant realms. As they sat closely, Rachel sensed the heaviness of her decisions enveloping her. She found herself at a crossroads, needing to choose her path. And soon, the days that followed were immersed in deep reflection. Rachel found herself reminiscing about the tender beginnings of her union with Samuel, the joy, the affection, the aspirations they had woven together. She recalled the way their conversations would stretch into the night, how they had woven a life together founded on deep connection and empathy. Yet she also remembered the widening gap between them, the long hours spent at work, the lost chances for intimacy. Was she pursuing a fantasy with Liam, or was there a true connection that could rekindle the desire she longed for? One night, as she reclined in her sanctuary, Rachel made a choice. She would reveal her emotions to Samuel. The moment had arrived for her to embrace truth, not only within her own heart but also in her connection with him. The following evening, Rachel settled beside Samuel after dinner, her heart racing with anticipation. "Samuel, may we share a moment to discuss something significant?" she inquired, her voice quivering with emotion. "Absolutely. What thoughts are stirring within you?" he responded, his gaze warm and filled with care. "I've been feeling quite adrift lately, and I believe it's time I reveal what's been unfolding," she began, her throat parched with unease. "All right," he urged, drawing closer. "I've formed a deep bond with someone at work, Liam. What began as a simple bond has evolved into something far more intricate," she admitted, her heart pounding with intensity. Samuel's expression shifted, a wave of anguish passing over his features. "What do you imply by intricate?" he inquired, his tone unwavering yet tinged with tension. She confessed, her lips trembling as she recalled the moment, tears cascading down her cheeks. "And I've been navigating the depths of my emotions ever since." Samuel reclined, astonishment painted across his expression. "Did you share a kiss with him? How could you betray us, Rachel?" "I deeply regret what happened, Samuel. My intentions were never to cause you pain. I found myself in a state of uncertainty, enveloped in a haze, unsure of how to navigate through it all. My heart belongs to you, yet I found myself captivated by the thrill he ignited within me." She shared, her heart aching for the sorrow she was inflicting. The stillness that lingered was overwhelming. Samuel's gaze was heavy with pain and astonishment. "I place my faith in you, Rachel. How could you hurt me in such a way? I understand, and I find it difficult to convey the depth of my regret. I can't bear the thought of being without you," she implored, a deep yearning lacing her words. "Do you still hold emotions for him?" Samuel inquired, his voice filled with tension. "I'm not sure," she confessed, sensing the heaviness of her decisions. "He captivated me like no one else has in a long time. Yet my feelings for you run deep. You are my companion, my closest confidant." Samuel turned his gaze, his face reflecting a blend of deep sorrow and intense frustration. "I need some time to reflect on this," he murmured softly, rising and leaving the room. The days that followed were enveloped in a profound stillness. Rachel sensed the void within their dwelling, the lack of joy and intimacy. Samuel had withdrawn into his own world, and the bond they had nurtured together felt delicate and tense. She immersed herself in her tasks, seeking solace from the heartache of their circumstances. Liam extended his hand, yet she found herself unable to reply. The excitement of their bond diminished as the truth emerged. She needed to concentrate on mending the bond of her union. One evening, as she lingered in her office in solitude, the heaviness of her decisions enveloped her. She understood the importance of embracing her choices and demonstrated to Samuel her dedication to nurturing their bond anew. Rachel chose to embrace support. She arranged for couples therapy, yearning for a nurturing environment where both she and Samuel could unveil their emotions. As she unveiled her vision to him, a flicker of uncertainty crossed his mind, yet he found himself drawn to the possibility and consented to explore it together. Their initial encounter was challenging. They sat facing one another, the guide gently leading them through their emotions. Samuel revealed his pain, his feeling of treachery, and the profound impact Rachel's actions had on his heart. Rachel listened, her heart aching as she understood the hurt she had inflicted. "I long to make this work, Rachel expressed with deep emotion. "I long to restore the connection we once shared, yet I understand it will require patience and dedication." Samuel gazed at her, his eyes brimming with deep emotion. "I desire that as well, but I must feel assured that I can place my trust in you once more." The therapy sessions transformed their journey. They discovered the beauty of expressing their emotions, their longings, and their vulnerabilities with one another. Gradually, they started to unveil the deep affection that had united them from the very beginning. As the weeks unfolded, Rachel and Samuel devoted themselves to mending the bond they shared. They moved gracefully, savoring intimate evenings and partaking in cherished pastimes they once relished together. It was a challenging journey, yet their dedication to the endeavor was unwavering. Rachel started to understand that the thrill she longed for could be discovered within the depths of her union. It was about reigniting the deep connection they had once cherished and embracing fresh adventures side by side. One evening, as they sat on their couch, sharing laughter over a film, Rachel felt a gentle warmth in her heart. She leaned over and kissed Samuel gently, sensing the bond between them reignite. "I'm deeply thankful for our connection," she expressed, her voice rich with feeling. "We've faced many challenges together, yet I truly feel we can emerge even more resilient." Samuel smiled, his eyes shimmering with warmth and promise. "I share that sentiment as well, Rachel. We simply need to continue nurturing it." Months later, Rachel and Samuel discovered they were in a far more harmonious state. They had rekindled their faith in one another and deepened their connection. Though the marks of yesteryear lingered, they had discovered how to traverse the intricacies of their bond with openness and tenderness. One day, as they strolled hand in hand through a park, Rachel experienced a wave of tranquility enveloping her. She had confronted her inner struggles and emerged more resilient, feeling a deeper connection with the man beside her than ever before. As they paused to appreciate the blossoming petals, Rachel understood that existence revolves around the decisions we embrace and the bonds we forge.